we're going to start with today is we're going to start with the spine of the scapula. The spine of the scapula is the first prominent structure that you will feel when you're actually starting to palpate the scapula. What I want you to do is slide your hands toward the head and towards the armpit, and what you will feel is the ridge of the spine of the scapula. And it runs from the medial border of the scapula up to the acromion. Now as you follow the spine of the scapula medially, you'll find that it comes to the edge of the shoulder blade, or the scapula, and you have to change directions at this point. So you're going to start going from the spine towards the shoulder, and you're going to follow your way as you make your way down the shoulder blade till you get to the very bottom of it here. There's a kind of a sharp point. This is your inferior angle. You can follow the medial border back up past the spine, and you're going to have to come deep into the trapezius muscle here, and you will feel the superior angle. Then it follows around to the acromion. Okay, so spine of the scapula, medial border, superior angle, inferior angle. Now, if you follow around from the inferior angle, you're going to use your thumb and you can feel the lateral border. And you can follow the lateral border of the scapula all the way up as far as you can. And you're going to feel a bony prominence right in here. It's called the infraglenoid tubercle. Now this is an important structure because it is one of the attachments of your trapezius muscle. So, to review one more time, spine of the scapula, medial border, inferior angle, follow it up, superior angle, coming from the inferior border up the lateral border to the infraglenoid tubercle. Another way to find the superior angle is if you come underneath the trapezius muscle and you push up on the scapula, you can actually feel the superior angle right here. Okay, the first muscle we want to talk about is the deltoid muscle. It's the largest muscle in the shoulder complex. It originates at the shoulder girdle, on the lateral third of the spine of the scapula, the acromion, and then also the lateral third of the clavicle. Now the fibers of the deltoid come down in a V shape down to a bony prominence down here referred to as the deltoid tuberosity. Now the best way to find the deltoid tuberosity is to take and slide your hand down the arm to get to the tip of the deltoid, and you will feel a bony prominence right there, and that is known as your deltoid tuberosity. Now it was formed because of the pulling action of the deltoid on the humerus right there. Now in order to get a good idea of how big the deltoid is, you can take your hands and make a scooping action with them, come on both sides, and you will actually be able to scoop up the deltoid like this. What that's doing is separating the deltoid muscle from the pectoralis major and the posterior deltoid from the latissimus dorsi. So, the deltoid also has three different heads. It has an anterior, a lateral, and a posterior head. So the anterior head allows it to flex the shoulder. You can see the anterior head of the deltoid right here. Okay, posterior head helps extend the shoulder. You can see the posterior head right here. It also helps abduct the shoulder, which is your lateral head right here. Now, if you're thinking of the mechanics of the shoulder at the deltoid is also a slight internal and external rotator. Okay, so if you shake your hand of your patient and you have your patient pull in towards their belly, you're going to see the anterior head of the deltoid fire. So it's a slight internal rotator. If you have them push out, you'll see the posterior fibers fire. So the posterior deltoid is a slight external rotator. Okay, it is innervated by the axillary nerve, and as I say, it's the primary mover of the shoulder. So the next muscle we're going to go to is going to be known as the supraspinatus. Alright, there you have it. We looked at today the scapula, also known as the shoulder blade, looked at all of its borders, the importance of those, and then we got into the musculature of the shoulder. Okay. In future videos, as I said, we're going to get into the rotator cuff. We're going to start looking at the supraspinatus next. We're going to review the fossils of the scapula. Hope you're enjoying these videos. If you like them, feel free to follow my blog. You can join me on my website, www.rehabmemos.com. Follow me on Twitter at CBS301.